everybody. Okay, so I'm going to jump right in. My name is Melissa Aulds, and in my last video tutorial, I was telling people about how to get mermaid waves, which these are mermaid waves from yesterday or the day before, I can't remember which. Life's a blur sometimes when you've got 4 kids and 3 businesses and you have to life like all over the place. Anyways, so this is from them, but in the video tutorial, I mentioned that I don't wash my hair, but every 14 to 18 days, every 2 weeks, something like that. And I got a lot of messages, I got a couple comments, and then I have been talking about, like, it comes up in conversation occasionally. And so I have friends that have been waiting for me to share my secrets because it's a process. But there's also some tools and some tricks you can use and do to speed up the process. So I decided that I would finally jump on and I would tell you guys how I live without washing my hair all the time. Which is really good because all of this hair takes like 50 minutes to dry. I just don't like to spend that long drying my hair. So if I'm going to do it, at least I only have to do it every 2 weeks or so, okay? So the first step is, if you are like me, you live life perpetually dehydrated. See, I start with coffee and then I switch to wine. And so I'm trying to make myself drink water in between, but the fact is that my poor body is always like right on the verge of keeling over, probably. I should work on that. But in the meantime, one of the side effects of that is that I have dry skin. So I'll slather lotion on myself, but obviously if I'm not washing my hair very often and I have dry skin, dry scalp is going to be a part of that. And I think a lot of people, they deal with the same thing. And so they think that the only option is then to continue washing their hair all the time. This handy dandy little tool, what you do with it, as soon as the live video is finished, I will post the link in the comments. But what this is literally a scalp scrubber. And I use this when I wash my hair to make sure that I get my scalp incredibly clean, because when you're not washing your hair super often, you want to make sure that when you do wash your hair, you're doing it really, really freaking good, right? Well, in the meantime, your skin is always exfoliating, right? And if you have dry skin on top of that, you really have to make sure that you do not have major scalp issues, right? So what you do is you just take this little scrubber and you literally like massage your scalp with it. You're getting any like flakes and nasty dry scalp pieces up, and then you take your blow dryer on cool with Cool Shot and you literally like just get it all out. I'm not showing that part. You'll just have to like figure that out on your own, because that's not an entirely amazing process to experience, but it's very important if you're going to go a long time. Now, you can't just one day decide that, hey, I think I will just start washing my hair every 2 weeks. I mean, that is like part of it, but you have to know, hold on, I'm like blown out. There's too much light happening. There's no way to focus it. All right, so I'm just going to be a glowy vampire. Let me try to settle back. There's going to be a process where as your body adjusts to not producing quite as much oil, you might be a little slimy. And I didn't do this on purpose. What happened was, let me go way back to like, I believe it was 2010. I randomly decided that I needed to have another baby. My second son was about to be in kindergarten, and I don't know what happened, but I got bit by the baby bug. Like hard. But unfortunately, before I had my happy ending, I had 2 miscarriages. So like back to back, like within months, trying to have this baby. Hang tight, I promise it will make sense. So then we decided to stop trying, which is of course when we get pregnant with our daughter Victoria. And we have her. It's happy, beautiful girl after 2 boys and 2 miscarriages. It was fabulous. My husband then had a vasectomy because our family was complete. And then, of course, we get pregnant when she's 4 months old, post-vasectomy, with our beautiful son, Benjamin, who, thank goodness, surprises like him come along because he is seriously the joy of our family. But what this meant was I had had a really rough couple years and I had been pregnant a lot. Then I have babies literally 12 months apart, and the process of training my hair happened by accident, because what happened was I just kept my hair in a bun and tried to survive, and it kind of was what it was. Well, then I come out of like the fog and chaos of my life, and I'm like, oh, hello world. And magically, you know, over the last year, my hair had kind of like perpetually gotten used to not being washed as often and not producing quite as much oil. Now, I don't suggest that the average person go out and just do it like that. It wasn't a pleasant experience. But what you do is you just start going an extra day, an extra 2 days, an extra 3 days, and you just stretch it out, and you use these handy dandy little tips to kind of help you get by. Now, I don't have to start doing my little scrubby and blow dry routine until at least day 7 or 8 now. And then this is the other thing that makes me super happy, and I've already lost the cap, but this is Not Your Mother's Clean Freak Refreshing Dry Shampoo. And the link to this for a twin pack from Amazon will be in the comments. And the thing about this is I have tried so many, sorry, a message just flashed up on my phone and it was really amusing. So many different dry shampoos. I've tried really expensive ones. I've tried ones that I got from the salon only, and I'm telling you, this one is the absolute best. You don't need one that's dyed brown if you've got brown hair. You don't need one that costs $30. This is cheaper at Walmart than even on Amazon. I'm just putting the Amazon link up because I don't know about you, but I'm all about convenience. I've not found anything better than this. So now I'm going to show you, because my hair is a little bit oily, exactly how I do this, because you don't just spray it in and go. There's a technique you can use that will help you get like your hair actually really fresh. So the first thing that I do is I look at where, like, first of all, how you're going to style your hair is important. Which parts are going to be showing, like, are you putting everything back in a ponytail? Then you're going to need to focus really only on the front, and don't even bother dry shampooing under here because none of it's going to show. Are you maybe braiding one side, in which case you're going to want to make, now my extensions are showing. You're going to make sure you get in here really well. Just like make sure you take into account what you're going to do with your hair. Have a little plan. Have a hair plan. It'll help. So I am just going to focus on like an overall thing. So I'm going to come like this. Take my little dry shampoo. Go in here. And don't worry if it gets like white colored. It doesn't matter because we're going to take care of all that. And now, here. And I focus on the front a lot because I already tend to touch my hair all the time. People are like, oh, were you nervous in that video? Because I do training videos for like tens of thousands of girls for lip sync stuff. Which, if you haven't seen that, we should talk. Life changer. And I'm like, no, I wasn't nervous. They're like, oh, you were playing with your hair a lot. I'm like, no, I just like pet it like it's a puppy. Can't help it. Now I got an actual puppy. She's delicious. And she sits on my lap during a lot of videos, and people are like, oh, you must be really getting the hang of this. You're not playing with your hair all the time. Like, that's because I'm petting the actual puppy, you guys. It has absolutely nothing to do with that. It's like kinetic energy being released. Right? And I just keep sectioning off pieces and spraying in this dry shampoo. If you do it really well, you don't have to do it every day or even every other day. Like, I only do it when I start to notice that like the strands are kind of like pulling together. Now already, just by spraying it, it already looks a lot better, right? Oh, yeah. I'm not a perfectionist when it comes to hair. I like messy, tousled, like unruly hair. I think it has personality. Okay, so that was step 1. Now you have to kind of just let it set, because you want all of the good stuff in that dry shampoo to kind of like soak up the oil. But here's where most people stop. They just leave it all there. So then you have whatever's in here, which I believe is tapioca, but I'm not 100% sure. that soaked up the oil and it's staying in your hair. No wonder it starts to feel nasty and people are like, oh my God, I've got to wash my hair. This is the other piece of the puzzle. This is my, I don't know how you say it, but it's like, it's either babyless or bobless. I don't know. But it's a ceramic blow dryer. It's a life changer. That link will be up too. And you put it on cold for this. I found that like you really don't want to do hot. And then everywhere, I don't know if you can hear me, everywhere that you put the dry shampoo, you're going to blow dry it. Simple as that. And now you can style your hair however you want. I do think it helps that I don't put a lot of hairspray and stuff like that in my hair. Probably going to shorten the amount of time you can go in between washes. But like that would be it. So now my hair is really light. Nothing is clinging together. Everything just looks freshly washed. And it's been, gosh, well, I've only washed my hair one time since I got mermaid extensions. Like a really long time ago. And then I washed my hair 2 days before I did the mermaid wave tutorial. So I don't know. It's been a long time though since I've washed my hair this last time. I probably have another week-ish, maybe longer, till I have to do it again. And there you go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That and the blow dryer is like 90% of the battle. So hopefully this helps you. Be sure to subscribe for more ridiculous hair fun. Beauty fun things like lip scents and makeup tutorials. There's all kinds of fun things coming, okay? Oh, also, if you are into like girl power and women's empowerment and like all of the awesomeness, be sure to check out Wonder Woman Wednesday because I am bringing that back. Back in the day when I used to do Periscope all the time, I did a daily broadcast and it was super fun. Every Wednesday I would highlight some amazing woman who was a Wonder Woman in her own right. Like no holds barred. We had a YouTube superstar. We had a guest fashion executive turned women's pastor. I featured Brie Olson one time. She was doing something amazing for the homeless. Like, you never know who's going to be on Wonder Woman Wednesday. So, if you want to, subscribe, and we will hang out together, all right? Bye, y'all. Yes. It's like, are you sure you want to stop streaming? Yes, I was trying to do that a second ago, actually.